Hi, I am Jessica Koch. Can you believe where we are in the year? Things are pummeling through fast and new things are coming. I am so very excited. So, as always, you know who I am. I'm your host, Jessica Koch with Profound Professionals. We have been running this interview series for almost 7 years now, and so many of you have been so kind to follow us and like and comment and just share all of these amazing industry experts that we have had as guests from all over the world with your friends and your family, and have got it out there so that that one special person who really needs to hear today's message actually gets to hear it because you've been kind enough to share. So I am going to welcome my guest. Today, I am not disappointing. We have Albert Corey, and he is going to help you discover the one system you need to increase your profits with less stress. And this is the time of the year that we need less stress. So, welcome, Albert Corey. How are you today?
Thank you, Miss Jessica. Always amazing. First of all, I always like to tell people that you get to meet cool people when you show up.
Yes.
And me and Miss Jessica have been running around those same Zoomy rooms for a few years. And recently we connected, and now we're here today.
I think that's wonderful, and I just always love when I met you, all your energy, and especially with your topic, right? So, how does someone stay so very excited about numbers and money and taxes and all of the things that you face in the business world that you do?
I think what gets everybody exciting, knowing that you're helping people.
Hmm.
It's so simple. One thing I learned, like your name of your thing is be connected. See, I think
Hmm.
the biggest people who are like down and I'm gonna call it Debbie Downers for lack of terminology,
Yeah.
because they're not be connected.
Yeah. I think
Because you
that's
got to be connected. People think, oh, in the case of my world, sometimes, oh, I can use TurboTax because I don't have to pay,
mm,
or I'll use QuickBooks and do it myself. No, no, you want to be connected with people that know what they're doing. So now you can go out and do whatever you want in life, whether hanging out with your family and friends or figure out what's your next move so you can start giving more back to the world. Because guess what, Jessica? You know what I learned a long time ago? Know what I learned?
what did you learn?
Broke people can't change the world. I'm sorry to tell you.
It's true.
Um, I,
They want
I was,
to,
oh
but
yeah, oh my
yeah.
God, I can't think who it was. It wasn't Zig Ziglar, but I'll think of it as in a minute. I was listening to it on YouTube. I'll think about it in a minute. Um, that guess what? You want to go make all the money you want in the world. Be greedy and go make some money so you can give it away. I'll get that quote in a minute. But we're in the middle of the show. But I could tell you if I go on YouTube, I'll tell you exactly who it was because I listen to it all day. Um, all right. Okay. It is Jim Rohn. That's it. Sorry. Jim Rohn. He says that go out and make all the money in the world so you can give it away. Don't even keep it.
Yeah.
So you can give it away.
Well, taxes will take half of it unless you've got a good person in your corner like you.
For sure. For sure. Sure.
So
But,
tell us, how did you get into this space?
well, it's a crazy story. My story is not traditional. I didn't get an accounting degree. It all started where I was back in 82. I couldn't get a job. I was working in my parents' business until in 83 or 84, mom says, "Hey, Albert, yeah, mom, go get your checkbook." Why? And a pen. Why? Because you owe the IRS. I go, huh? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You owe the IRS. So that put me in a position. I'm a curious guy. Curiosity does not kill the cat with me, dude. I'm like rocking and rolling. So then I took one class how to do tax returns. That was in 1984. That was 140,000 returns ago.
I'm pretty sure you studied up a little extra since then, but,
Yeah, oh, for sure. But it all started by by something happened, and I just took action to say the why. As they say in Miami Spanish is porque. Why did I have to pay? And that put me on
Mhm,
the journey. Yes, I learned a lot along the way, but it's why.
mhm,
Somebody pushed me, aka my mom said I owe to the government, and I didn't know. And I said, why? You
mhm.
figure out the why, and good things happen.
That is very, very true. So, what could someone expect if they're gonna come work with you? You have this system that increases your profits with less stress. You have the tax piece. Talk to us a little bit about the different pieces of
Okay.
your business.
Well, part of the coaching division side of it is increase your profits with less stress. One of
Mhm.
them, and here's a great one. I want somebody, Miss Jessica, how many domain names do you have? How much
I
money
don't.
are you giving GoDaddy? Right, thank you. That's my point. Right. Here's the way, click your fingers if you want to increase your profits like that. Click your
Mhm,
fingers. Guess what? Step one, go through your domain names. And
mhm,
listen, I look at it, forgive me, Lord, I'm just as guilty. But if you haven't used that idea of, Uber tax deductions, if I haven't connected and made a website and did something with it by now, 3 years later, why do you want to give GoDaddy the money?
mhm,
If you haven't used it in 4 years, or here's another great one. How many apps do you pay a month, a year? Thousands of dollars.
yeah,
You need to go through it, whether it's TV apps, business apps. And
mhm,
guess what? Cut them off. If you're not using them, if you haven't used that app in 3 months or watched, I mean, mine was Discovery Plus. I haven't used it in a year. I said, wait a minute, why am I paying $5 a month? I'm not
mhm,
using it. Cut it off. See
yeah,
now, right? You're increasing your profits, right, Miss Jessica? And
that's
how much
exactly right.
and what did it cost you to do that? Nothing. Zero.
Just gotta pay attention.
Pretty much.
Mhm,
But it
mm,
didn't cost you anything to start increasing your profits by cutting off stuff that you're not using.
yeah. Yeah, that's a very, very good point. So, any more information about the customer journey or what they experience with you from a coaching standpoint or a taxing
Okay. On a
standpoint? Or
tax standpoint, um, I'm always been the point is let the IRS pay for it.
mm,
I got an email where I did a little bit of consultation a couple of minutes ago, and the
mhm,
guy goes to me after I did it. He was going to owe a lot of money, a new client. I said, well, guess what? Go out and do something. Go do personal development. Go learn something instead of giving it to the government. Go learn something to move your business forward, and it's a deduction.
mhm,
I'd rather go learn something that maybe later I can use later than
mhm,
giving the money to government. The rule is what are you doing to move your business forward?
mhm. Yeah, that's for sure. Or even spend some money on marketing or something, right? To bring in some
That's
sales,
that's moving your business forward. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Move your business forward. Whether you want to go learn marketing or anything.
I did some big investing in the coaching space for my personal business and myself this year, and I'm really glad that I did. So, if you don't have someone in your corner like Corey, a really good business coach, then this might be the thing to think about. So, any more advice from the business end, or do you have anything else coming up? Any workshops and programs you're launching?
Um,
Just this.
I have ongoing stuff. So you can go to CoreyBiz
Mhm.
.com, and I got the 9 ways. Sorry, this is kind of like a virtual thing. 9 ways to increase inject cash in your business with no
Oh,
stress. We
I love
started going with some of them.
that's good.
Start
Good.
going sell them. Go to Albert C36 and you'll find everything from Albert, from my 3 books that I have published, and hopefully I have a fourth book out by Christmas.
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Sure.
We definitely want to cover your books thoroughly. So go see Albert. That is the big message here. Now, give us a tip, something practical. I love that we talked about a few tips a minute ago, but let's give like one more tip before we move on to something else that someone can do today. You know, taking a look at your expenses, getting rid of the things you don't use is one great tip. You got another one?
Here it is. Okay, don't do your own bookkeeping.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry to tell you this, everybody. The average entrepreneur, and I can tell you, the average entrepreneur, if you're doing something amazing, you're making about $300 an hour, right, Jessica? Give or take
Mhm.
300, 150. We got bookkeeping starting at $25 a month. So the average person to try to do their own QuickBooks is about 4 to 5 hours, and you still might not get it right.
Mhm.
So get somebody to do it for you so you can go out and do other things, whether hanging out with your family, having fun, or figuring out your next move to take your business forward.
Mhm. Yeah, I love that. That is very, very good advice. Okay, so one of the other reasons we started Profound Professionals is not just to feature the amazing humans like Albert, but also to take a moment and learn about we talked about the big why, you know, some of the things that our guests and our clients in our audience and our community really care about. And it's the causes that are close to their heart, whether they started the cause themselves or they just really love to support it with their time, treasure, or talent. Albert Corey, share with us the cause that is close to your heart.
My close to my heart is the Knights of Columbus organization. Do you know who they are? It's in the Catholic Church, but
Mm,
they're so behind the scenes of helping change the world.
mhm,
The other day, they brought down to Homestead, Florida. They collected 100 boxes of stuff to the migrant missionary, St.
mm,
Anne's Mission down in Homestead. They drove the truck, they unloaded the truck to help it there. So they're always helping around the world, whether it was in Chicago. I mean, obviously I'm in Miami, but you read about how whether it was in Chicago, giving the books,
mhm.
giving books out, whether it was in Ukraine when the stuff happened, they were,
Oh, yeah.
giving money to the churches to help, build, open up the shelters, food. So they
Mhm,
pretty much, wherever in the world there's a helping hand or the bell goes off,
yeah.
chances are you'll find Knights of Columbus, the big people out there. But even in your community, you won't even know that they're there because it's like the knights that they are. They're silent, stealthy. They do it. They do
Mhm.
what they got to do, and they don't announce anything.
I love that.
It's like
That's
in and out.
That's wonderful. I love that there are so many amazing, interesting organizations out there, and I learn about new ones all the time when we have guests come on and they get to share. And hopefully, you get to learn about new ones too. So, if you have a cause you love, when you see this video, make sure you put it in the chat. Make sure you share this with others because you just don't know who might need to hear about this and the resources that are available with that cause that Albert shared. Now, one of my other favorite parts, I am a total bookworm. I love books. They're behind me, they're around me. I am reading something new all the time. Typically, I'm reading three or four things at once and listening to audios on top of that. And I am always trying to collect new and interesting books that have inspired my guests' lives or they had helped them grow their business. If you found a book that just you read it and you were able to apply the rules and it blew your business up, those are the books I'd like to hear about. And then we're going to talk about your books after that, Albert. So, is there a book that you comes to mind that was just a really big impact on your life in some
Oh
way?
yeah, the controversial Grant Cardone. I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
He's like the biggest loudmouth, but some of his personal development stuff really hits home.
Yeah.
It's the one that really still sticks to this day is be obsessed or be average.
Oh, I like
It's
that.
very powerful. but it
Yeah.
comes down to the same thing.
Yeah.
Success says is if you're not obsessed, you're not going to climb the mountain.
That's
You might
exactly.
not have a dime to your name,
Yeah.
but if you're obsessed, you'll find a way to climb the mountain.
That is exactly right. That is exactly right. I love that. Now, let's talk about some of your books. You said you have three and a fourth one coming, or two and a
Yes,
third one coming, or what
I
do we have?
have three, three books. My favorite book is it's here somewhere. It's Increase Your Cash Flow While Drinking Coffee. Here it is. Hold on. If I got it here. No, it's not here. It's in my background. It's Increase Your Cash Flow While Drinking Coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line, it's how I grew my business while
Mm-hmm.
having breakfast in the morning, drinking coffee. It's like anybody can grow their business in less than 10 minutes a day. I
I love
do it every day. You followed my stuff on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I'm like everywhere, right? You see me, right? And it's all done usually about 10 minutes a day. Not even.
Well, that's wonderful. And you said you have a new one coming?
It's going to be the cash injection system.
No.
It should be out. I got text today. It's in the final editing. So it's going to show how to inject cash in your business with
Oh,
less stress and capital. That's what I've always been preaching and doing. It's what I
mhm.
do every day.
Yeah, that sounds
Every day, I increase, learning how to grow your business. That's really what it is.
for sure. Well, this has been so much fun, Albert, and I really appreciate knowing you. And, if you're watching and you don't know Albert, get on his calendar, spend some time with him, follow some of his different places, all the places he is on social media. Follow him, check out his website, get some time with him because I think you just might find a really wonderful coach, a wonderful resource, a wonderful joint venture and collaboration partner, just someone who will help you take it to the next level. And I want to thank you for watching and staying with us. I want to thank you again because the kindest thing you do is share this. And if you're watching and you're thinking, I have something to offer, I'm an industry expert. I could help someone grow their business or improve someone's life with the knowledge that I know, well, then maybe you should be on the show too. So reach out to us and we would love to have you. And if you happen to know someone else, because like Albert mentioned earlier, one of the smart things that we do is hang out in lots of networking Zoom rooms and meet lots of really great people. And that's how we met each other. If you're doing the same because you're an industry expert, then I bet you know some other people too that you could introduce us to, and they could be featured as a guest. And then you'd be their hero as well as ours. So, before we say goodbye, Albert, I always ask and squeeze out one final piece of wonderful information or inspiration from our guests. And I'm not going to let you get away until we get one more from you. So, what do you have for us?
I'd say, just like how we reconnected, if somebody offers you a link to
Hmm.
have a connection, you click it.
Yeah,
And don't be worried. Oh, I used to hear, oh, they're going to sell me. Dude, you just want to connect with them.
that's
They
right.
want to sell you fine. But at least you said hi to them, and 50% will sell. And the other 50%, they're thrilled that they had somebody fresh to talk to.
Yeah. I agree with you totally. Yeah, because the interesting thing is even if someone is pitching you a sale, it might not be right for you and it might not be something you want to buy, but it might be right for someone that you're working with and someone really needs that. So you're really just gathering information. I never see it as, oh gosh, they're going to try to sell me something. I'm not going to talk to these people on LinkedIn because they've sent me 5-page paragraphs of sales copy. No, within reason. And when I take a look at their profile, if I think I could bring value to their world and community and they could bring value to mine, even if I feel like you said, Albert, they're a little salesy, I
Can
open
I
the
add,
door. Yeah,
can
of
I add one
course.
more thing to the person? Let's say I'm clicking your link. Let's say
Yeah,
I click your link, right? When you talk to me, you might not need me today, but you got to be delivering such cool content that you become, I know the guy or the gal, girl, sorry.
that's right.
Um, I mean, that's what it is. You got to go out and become, I know the guy. I make
Right.
thousands of dollars a year because I didn't need your help.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, you don't need my help or vice versa. But oh shoot, Jessica has the best way to get VAs. Her system is amazing. Call her.
Thank you. Yeah, that happens a lot. I do share that, hey, I have a virtual assistant membership program, and people introduce me all the time. They say, hey, I know someone who needs that. And,
I know the
you know,
girl. I don't
yeah,
need you to. I know the guy, but we'll rephrase that. I know the girl.
that's right. That's right. You're absolutely right. So I appreciate your time so very much today, Albert. And I hope you had as much fun as I did
Oh, I
uh,
did.
as we went through this. So, as always, you know who I am. I'm your host, Jessica Koch, and this has been another Profound Professionals. And I wish you all a very, very wonderful day. And we will look for you at the next one. And I will close as I always do. I didn't forget. Don't worry. Be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Bye, everybody.